Hello and welcome to SUAANGAN. I'm your host, Des Lorraine. On today's program, we'll show you some of the traditional youth activities that are currently offered at the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center.
But first, Aaron Joe will give us a brief history of the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center.
The origins of Ingamo Hall date back to 1965, when a group of people living in the predominantly native west end of Inuvik organized the Indian and Eskimo Association, shortened to Ingamo. For $50, they purchased an old building and began holding dances, cultural events, and other social activities. With more regular funding, it was possible to hire a staff person. This in turn led to an increase in the programs offered by Ingamo, especially those for children. This expanded use, coupled with the age and condition of the original building, soon led to a firm decision to construct a new hall. It was therefore decided to design a new building which would provide the amount and type of space now required. It was also decided to construct this new building with logs in order to give it a more distinctive northern style and decor. With those decisions made, fundraising began. Working drawings were prepared. A log builder was hired. Logs secured and site preparations made. It is often said that the new Ingamo Hall was built by one man, Alan Critch. While Alan did not build Ingamo single-handedly, the truth of this assertion is there for all to see. Ingamo is fortunate indeed to be one of over 50 log buildings Alan has crafted in BC, the Yukon, and Northwest Territories. When Alan agreed to take on the log work which would be required to build the new Ingamo Hall, he arrived in time to participate in planning and drawing specifications for the new hall along with a local building committee and a Calgary-based architectural firm. But when it came to the hands-on work, it was Alan along with 3 or 4 assistants who put the hall together, log by log. It is the particular care and attention which he gives to each and every log which sets Alan apart as an artist in wood, and which makes Ingamo the truly beautiful log building that it is. All of the logs used in the new hall come from the area between Jean Marie River and the Liard River crossing in the southern Mackenzie. The logs, all white spruce, average 35 feet, with some exceptional ones nearer to 45 feet. Over the course of 3 consecutive summers, 1974 to 1976, 1,020 logs were rafted the 840 miles downriver to Inuvik. Upon arrival at the construction site, the bark was removed from the logs and they were scraped clean in readiness for the exacting work of placing each and every log in its final place. In undertaking this work, the basic tools used were a scriber and level for accuracy, a chainsaw and axe for cutting the notches and grooves, a peavey and pike for moving and turning the logs, and a tractor with a forklift for raising the logs onto the building. Like all the buildings in Inuvik, the new hall had to be built on pilings to prevent disturbance of the permafrost through heat transfer. In all, there are 88 pilings drilled to an average depth of 20 feet. Today, Ingamo Hall is once again fully occupied with serving the social, cultural, and recreational needs. As a community hall, Ingamo provides a place where people and organizations can hold such events as dances, bingos, weddings, and meetings. As a community center, Ingamo runs its own programs and activities, continuing to give particular attention to the children.
Ingamo has been working in our community for almost 40 years to hold traditional, cultural, and social events for our people. From the small building that they bought in 1965 for $50 to the beautiful log structure that has been servicing Inuvik for many years, Ingamo is a place where many functions are held and where valuable programs are delivered. They deliver programs that range from the Healthy Babies program to the Ingamo Hall Elders Luncheon. Ingamo delivers programs to all age groups, from newborns to 99-year-olds. They also deliver programs for the youth. The youth that attend Ingamo Hall's programs learn about their culture and heritage by attending classes where they learn about cultural activities, such as Arctic sports, traditional cooking, drum dancing, jigging, and traditional games like Nabachuk. Kristen McDonald is one of the coordinators that helps to deliver the programs to the youth at Ingamo Hall. We asked her to come into the studio to tell us about the youth programs and her work as a Youth Wellness Project Officer for Ingamo Hall.
Dixie Thompson, along with Melissa Kassoon and myself, we oversee all youth programming as well as prepare for it. We get everything ready for cooking classes. We do our monthly reports. We oversee anything that's going on there that has to do with the youth. We keep track of all of our participants and make sure that they're all coming on a regular basis and just come there to have fun. Make sure that they're keeping their traditions strong.
Can you tell us about a regular day at the office?
Through the most part of the day, we go through admin stuff and get workshops going and try and prepare for the next month ahead of us. We have regular programming from Monday to Thursday, so and it runs from usually about 3 till 7, depending on our programs. For the most part of the day, we do all our preparation for our programs and get ready for our monthly reports and our final quarterly reports.
When SUAANGAN returns, we'll find out how Kristen became interested in working with the youth. We'll also see Inuvik elder Rosie Albert teaching young people how to play one of our traditional games, Nabachuk.
I'm Derek Thrasher, and SUAANGAN will be right back.
Before the break, we brought you a history of the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center, and we introduced you to one of our employees, Kristen McDonald. We asked her why she was interested in working with the youth of Inuvik.
I love working with them because it's very positive. I like to be a positive role model for the youth in our community. I really like to get more activities going for them that can help intervene from the negative effects of things that are going on. And they're fun to be around and fun to have just to be there. It's a great job and they make it fun to work.
We asked Kristen how the community can help with the delivery of the youth programs.
We're always looking for new volunteers, any sort of donations that they may have, board games, caribou, fish, anything that they would like to come in and offer, or if they have a program that they would like to see, they can come in and talk to us. We're always looking for new suggestions.
What can the youth do to help?
We're always looking for new participants in our programming. We would like anybody to come out and just try out anything traditional. It would be really great to see a whole bunch of new faces. And we always look for volunteers. The youth can come and help spend their time volunteering, and it would be great.
How can parents become involved?
Well, we haven't seen very many parents lately, so I just think if the parents would come out and show that they like their kids being there and come out and try their cooking or watch them do Arctic sports, and if they have anything that they would like to see their children do, just give us a suggestion, and that would be very good for parent involvement.
What are your favorite duties?
I love participating with the youth in all the activities. They're always excited to come into our programming on the land. Anything we do, they're very excited. They enjoy it, and it just brings fulfillment to me.
Tell us about some of your future plans.
Well, we were looking to hold a Take a Kid trapping workshop for about 6 kids to go learn how to trap muskrats and rabbits. We're also doing a Northern Fear Factor as a fundraiser. We're doing Aboriginal leadership workshops on the land, which will be about 4 days. We're just trying to put all new programs together and have some fun.
How can the youth contact you?
They can call me at work, 777-2166, anytime they want. They can come down to Ingamo and see me. Anything, we have calendars available for them with all our programming, and all youth are welcome to come.
Okay, what advice would you give to youth who are interested in learning about their culture and traditions?
I would say come down to Ingamo Hall and participate in some of our programs. They can learn all the activities, they can learn how to cook traditionally, the traditional games, stories, anything, and if they want to learn something new, they can give us their suggestion and we'll try and put a program on for it.
Tell us about the traditional games.
Our traditional games are every Wednesday from 4 to 6. They're going to be such games as yo-yo games, Eskimo yo-yo games, string games, storytelling, nabatchuk, anything that we can find to offer them just to keep it, to pass on to their children as part of their culture. We haven't seen it offered anywhere else, so we're really trying to get it implemented to keep it strong.
Rosie Albert is retired now, but she taught Inuvialuit to students in Inuvik for years. She came in to teach the youth nabatchuk. First she taught the children each of the moves, and then got the youth to say them in Inuvialuit. We'll show you a little bit of her lesson.
Ikima, se kuvulo, ilokai se kuvulo, ilokai kuvulo, kuvulo. So what is this? So what did it mean in Inuvialuit? Kuvulo, yeah, there, that's right. Yeah, una kuvulo, te kuvulo. Ticket. Ilokai. Ticket. Kavrak. Nah. Now you count to 7. If you miss in between 1 and 5, you have to start all over again. Every time you miss. If you start from the azagak, utumak, azagak, ikima, any one of those, so you drop your napachak, you have to start over again until you could make it a round like I did. I'm just about making a whole round, right? Azagak, utumak, ikima, kuvulok, tikik, kitakhlak, mikilak, ikitkorak, tayarnak. Oh, I have to start all over again.
Then Rosie asked the youth to try the games themselves.
Just this, there. Now you don't move this, Bunny. Now you move it up, leave it up there, because that's right at the end. Bunny, okay. There. Now, okay, try again. Down, small, finger, okay. There.
Like this,
There. Okay, now, do not. But now try to remember how high you were to make it somersault. There. Yeah, now. Another one. Yeah. Now try to remember how high you were. Don't rest. Yeah.
When SUAANGAN returns, we'll see how the youth are eating healthy by learning to cook our traditional foods.
As we mentioned earlier, the youth learned to cook traditional foods. Can you tell us about the cooking classes that you offer?
We have cooking classes every Monday from 4:30 till 7. It's 2 traditional cooking classes twice a month, and the other 2 are non-traditional. We have half an hour of instructional time before our cooking class to give information on diabetes, nutrition, anger, bullying, any sort of workshops that we can provide for the youth. Me and Melissa Kassoon do the cooking classes ourselves and get prepared. We really like it because we want the children to learn traditional food so that they can pass it on to their friends and their family and other youth so that they can have a healthier lifestyle eating traditional foods.
In the bustling little kitchen at Ingamo Hall, amidst the noise of the water taps running, the children chopping, the teachers instructing, and the freezers and fridgers running, we asked these youth why they participate in the cooking class.
So when you're older, you can learn how to cook traditional foods.
Because my sister said my sister was taking it, and Andrea told me that it was fun. She asked me to come with her one day. So I could know how to cook traditional food.
Melissa Kassoon works with the youth at Ingamo. We talked to her about the cooking class.
We teach the cooking classes because when we first started doing our programming, we were trying to figure out what programs that the youth would be more interested in, and some of the programs that we found a lot of interest in was cooking class, karaoke night, drum dance, and jigging classes. Yeah, a lot of kids find that it's good to come here to Ingamo, especially the children that live down here on the West End. They like coming down to Ingamo for the programming because, like, when I was growing up, we never had programs like this. Nowhere offered programs. Now today there's the youth center, there's Ingamo Hall, and these kids enjoy it. I wish it was like that long ago when I was growing up. It's good because it gives us too an opportunity to ask them what they think of our programming, how we could improve it, or how we could change it, or if there's anything that they want to do.
Ingamo also offers jigging classes for the youth.
They're taught by Melissa Kassoon and Brian Rogers. We decided to implement this program because it is part of the youth culture, and we would really like to keep it strong and alive through our programs.
Here are some great examples of our style of jigging. The youth can also learn drum dancing at Ingamo Hall. To give you an example of our drum dancing, here's Philip Elanik from Aklavik, Northwest Territories, drum dancing at a celebration that was held at Ingamo last fall.
Go. Pull.
Good.
Boys are natural things. You guys are going to call them out of their place.
Watch next week's SUAANGAN for more traditional youth programs at the Ingamo Hall Friendship Centre, the Stanley Cup's visit to Inuvik, and an important message to Inuvik's youth from the first Inuk to play in the NHL, Jordan Tutu.
You know, you guys got your teachers in your grades, and you know what? Your teachers are probably one of your best friends. You see them every day. You're talking to them every day, and hey, I mean, when you're my age, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, hey, I go back to Rankin and I see my old teachers, and I thank them for all that they have taught me, and I'm sure you guys one day will be the same.
That was our program for this week. Thank you for watching SUAANGAN. I'm your host, Des Lorraine, and I'll see you back here next week. We'll leave you with some great square dancing at the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center.